Is that a comfortable situation for me? Absolutely not. Like, but I want to go to elaborate the feelings that I have inside or the fears that I have inside. And let's say conflicts bothers you because like being scared of height, like I don't know how much of that we can apply it to actually real life, but let's say conflict is something that people have problem with, like because they want to avoid the conflict, they would rather to avoid the conversation, a good positive conversation in order to solve their problem. They keep everything inside and they avoid talking about it. I think i think if you have fear. این صدای اینو میشنوین؟ بابا you can't do this. چی میخوای بابا؟ چی میخوای؟ میشه به لالا کنی؟ قربونت برم من. آخه قربونت برم. گو لالا. چی میگه من؟ نه وسط حرف منم پریدا بی تربیت. اوکی لالا کن اینجا. لالا کن ماما. لالا. Yeah. So when you have fear, it's important, number one, to see, let's say, why I'm afraid of conflict. Just constantly ask yourself why. Why you're scared of conflict? Because I'm scared of ruining my relationship. If you don't talk about it, is it going to solve your problem? Or is it going to even make it worse? Like imagine if you hide your emotion back to back. If you hide how you feel inside for so long, you're going to develop a resentment toward that person that you are avoiding to have conflict with. Very soon, you have no more desire to talk to that person because you were so afraid of conflict and you were scared of talking about it with that person. So here's a fact. Face your fear. When something scares you, and regardless whatever that is, it's conflict, is entering a situation that you're unsure about it and it scares you, whatever that is, it's better to face it than hide from it. Because when you hide from it, it's going to pull you away from your truth, from how you feel. And whatever the situation is, I promise you, whatever that is, you're going to have resentment toward the situation. You're not going to solve it. This situation is going to get repeated in a different format, in all different kind of situations and lifestyle, business style, co-workers, personal life, repeated in so many different formats that is going to hold you back from who you're going to be and feel in life. So make sure, just be truthful about what makes you scared and go search why and what can you do about it. That's another thing that it was so important in my business journey and in my spiritual journey to find out about myself and apply it to my life from what I have learned in the book or from the quote that it was just very meaningful to me, and I want to face it as much as possible in order to make myself stronger, wiser, more powerful, and I want to get closer to what I want and what I expect from myself in life. One of the things that I think is super important to the journey that you're going, and is I focus in the emotions and feelings so much because the person how you feel about, it's going to lead what direction you go in life? Are you going to be a CEO? Does that emotion support you to go to that direction of reflecting your emotion and your emotional strength to be a CEO or that artist or whoever you want to be in life or that creator of your dreams? So I focus so much on the emotion. I focus so much in clarity of what's operating here, what is operating here, because first I need to work on that part of myself, and I need to be clear about how I feel so I can guide it toward the direction that I want. Because if I don't feel I can be a CEO, I'm not going to achieve being a CEO. I'm not going to even be able to see it. I am not going to be able to, it's not going to be tangible for me because I don't see the potential in me. So it's important for me to make it very clear for myself about my feelings and how I'm directing them in the path that I'm going. So I understand the question that you're asking is I feel weak inside, and how can I transfer this person who feels so weak inside to bring it out? And from this person, how can I get to that person? Number one, practice. You need to practice. You will fail once, you will fail 2 times, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. Then you learn new strategies. Every time that you failed, you learn new technique. Why? Number 1 didn't work. Oh, I need to talk like this. Number 2, why this time didn't work? Oh, I need to pay attention to my body language. Why this time didn't work? Oh, I need to be clear about my intention. Why this time didn't work? I didn't have enough knowledge. Why this time it didn't work? I didn't have a good, smart attorney. What? Every time you learn the lesson and a lesson and a lesson and a lesson, but you should not be scared and move forward and they just go against the conflict, go against the being uncomfortable until you learn and you bring that weak person. A weak person is going to fail so many different times, and this person finally is going to learn. I want to give you a super simple example. And let's say if you were a 1-year-old and 2 years old, all of us, we know we do have a capability of walking, right? How simple that is. Is there any of us think, oh no, we are not capable of walking? No. Is hit and miss. We might be able to walk, we might not be able to walk. No, we all know we can walk. As a human being, we can walk. As a human being, we can dream. As a human being, we can achieve. As a human being, we can create. So this is as clear as walking for a human being. So you know how many times you fell while you try to walk? How many of us hit our heads to the table on the house that we had, on the wall and here? And how many times our parents tried to save us, our siblings trying to save us? How many of this happened to all of us? And it's so simple. Apply it to actual life. People around you will try to save you. People around you will try to teach you. People around you will help you to find yourself. But if you don't go through the journey, guess what? You will never get there. You will never get there. If you don't fail, you're not going to experience what were the important factors in order to control this situation, in order for you to be that stronger person, in order for you to be that CEO, in order for you to become that creator of whatever dreams that you have to achieve it. How are you going to know? And everyone else's feelings is just like me and you. It's not like I was this exceptional alien or that person was that exceptional alien. We are created equal. We are created equal. And we all have capability of walking, dreaming, and being better every single day. And it just depends how much work I want to put into it. If you put so much effort and you're walking, you're going to become a runner. When you run so fast, you're an athlete. And you win the Olympics. It just is regardless. Just try to do whatever you're best at in any direction in life, and it's going to give the result to you. So how did I take out a weak person out of myself? I faced my fears, and I put myself in a situation that I was so uncomfortable, and I was like so scared. And I said, every single time I told myself when I was scared, Helen, be yourself, do your best, and outcome is regardless. Because at least I tried. I was brave enough that I tried. I was brave enough that I took that step to say no and to fight for myself first, then to fight for the people who were around me. You ask about how many chapter like a business journey or a success journey can have. And I want to tell you this is a painful journey. Like, people look at you with the shiny clothes and with the shiny lifestyle, and you're like, wow, you were so lucky. Yeah, sure. I fought as a girl, as a woman, as a minority, as someone who had nothing. I fought. This is a journey. This doesn't come overnight. This doesn't come and get completed with one fight. This is a journey. It's a lifestyle. You know, like, for example, when you go to the gym, it's a lifestyle that you're choosing. You go to gym every day to become stronger. Are you strong in 1 week? No. Are you strong in 1 month? No. If you want all those muscles, which I do too, you need to hit the gym for 1 whole year to get the result. So it's a journey to become that person. It's a journey to become that CEO that you want. It's a journey. You have to go through the challenges. And then when you fail, you need to sit and think about, like, what was the obstacles? What was the reason that I failed? What can I do about them? How can I solve them? How can I find a new solution for them? Because here's the promise. There is a solution for every single problem that you can create. There is a solution. So for me, this is a journey of crying. This is a journey of being scared. This is a journey of having nothing. This is a journey of no one accepting you. This is a journey when you talk and everybody laughs at you and says, what the fuck are you talking about? This is a journey that your own parents, they look at you and they say, no. This is a journey that you are the only one approving it without have anyone else approval. This is the only journey that you, by yourself, you're going through it. So you need to be clear. You need to be clear how to fight with those pains, how to fight the fight, how to bring positivity and replace with anger, with hatred, with hard work, replace it with positive energy and bring peace to it. So you will go through this tornado that you get hit by, but then you welcome the peace, which the peace that I'm talking about is almost like a 70% peace. And there's always challenges. There's always, because we are growing always in life. And there is no way that for me, for the rest of my life, I'm not going to see any other tornado. No, that's not going to be happening. How can I be a fighter and fight with all against all the obstacles that come to my life? Knowledge. I feel like you have to go learn. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust yourself. It's so important. I'm going back to exactly what I said, and I said I do everything based on the feelings and based on the emotions. Because when you're so clear about, let's say you're an inventor, you need to be so sure about, I want to create this, I want to invent this. Because like no one beside you believes in you, and no one beside you going to believe this going to work. So when you are so clear and you know that you're going to be alone, of course, but here's a promise: after you make it, everyone going to be like going to surround you, because you're only alone when you are a creator. You're only alone when you have no power and like you are going through your struggle. You're alone. No one is there for you, but you're there for you. And then when you overcome that part that is so dark and is so alone and everyone is attacking you, when you overcome that, then everything is like a rainbow. Because now everyone wants to be around you. You can take care of yourself and take care of everyone else around you. Then the game is completely changed. So, but that dip that you're going through, make sure you're kind to yourself. Make sure your self-talk to yourself on a daily basis is like you tell yourself, I approve you, I love you, I am proud of you. I understand how much hard work you do, even no one understands. So I'm there for you. And be yourself. Whatever that is. If you believe in yourself, if you believe in your right intention, then just be yourself. And you don't need anything or anyone else. And other people's action, I want to tell you this. Like, Still so much. I feel like even with myself is like a hit and miss. Either someone loves me or hates me. There is nothing in the middle. But people will love you for no reason. People will hate you for no reason. What is my responsibility? My responsibility is to be truthful to my intention and disregard the outcome and continue in the direction that I'm going, and not focus if people love me or hate me, because I am clear about my intention. So what you said, it was very interesting, because you just asked me, how can I believe in myself? Okay. And then how can I believe that I can be a businessman? Because I don't think I have a capability of being a businessman, or I don't even see myself or getting there. Here's my answer to you is, if you think you have no capability of being a businessman, I have a good news for you, or bad news. You will never be. So this is called a limiting belief. You already put yourself in a limiting belief system that you don't have it in you. I want to give an example of a computer. Imagine you have a computer, right? I can own this computer. A 2-year-old can own this computer. A computer engineer can own this computer. So this computer can be owned by anyone. But the fact is, there is this computer. And this computer has all kind of capability. It just depends who is playing with the computer. Who is programming it? How you're using it? Are you using it to just check your email? Are you using it to create, I don't know, programs, different type of programs, or like what software you are adding to your computer? A human is equivalent to a computer. We all have the capability. This is how we are created, whether we like it or not. If you believe that you are this computer and you do have the capability of being able to create so many different things, then you can go and start creating. But at first, you need to go even research about yourself. Give yourself a little bit of time to go do soul searching for yourself. And think about why you think you cannot be a businesswoman, you cannot be an educated person, you cannot be a creator, you cannot be an artist, you cannot be a singer. You go find out why you can't. Because I promise you, all the reasons that you are finding why you can't be all these people is nothing by a built story that you have in your head, and all of it is not true. All of it. Because I was someone who stayed at home. I was someone who never worked before. I thought I'm so stupid. I thought I have nothing, and I never believed in myself. And guess what? When I didn't believe yourself, I had no capability of creating anything because I don't believe it myself. If I am not believing it, how can I create? Like, you don't even allow yourself to create. You need to, let's say, wake up. Wake up. So many people are talking about that you do have a capability of becoming whoever you want to become. Are they all talking about bullshit, or this is really true? So we do have this capability. Go find the reason why you have negative talk with yourself. Why in your head you're hearing negative. Go work in that part. Go love yourself. Go find all those reasons and bring the other person out that you want, that you always dreamed about. I literally told myself I buried the previous Helen. She died at age 32. And I give birth to the new Helen. Started life age after 32. I completely recreated myself. I created myself out of the movie that I watched, out of the role model that I found for myself. I said, that's my role model. That's my role model. I want to be like her, and I want to create myself someone just like her. And it's not because I was genius or that person was genius or so many other role models that I have in this room. They were like extraordinary people that they were genetically modified to be these super genius people. No, they were people just like me and you. Just like me and you. They just allowed themselves to recreate and rewire their head and their brain, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna create new person out of myself. They just allowed themselves. The fear that they had, they put it in the grave, and they turned and transferred to a new person. Which I think the subject is so much even more in depth, and I have to talk about it in so many different examples, and I think we need to do it in next sessions. And then because this is not a 5-minute topic, this is not a 5-minute subject. Okay, at the end, thank you so much for being here at this session with me with Femme Fatale by Helen. And I love you all, and I hope that I can have positive impact in someone's life. And I love you all.